Hey everybody, my name is Joseph Anthony, and for those of you who don't know me, I am a singer, voice teacher, and vocal coach, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm very excited for today's video because I will be reacting to Matt Cardle singing The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. Now, I grew up on Roberta Flack singing this song, and it is one of my very, very favorites. But I'm also very excited because this is my very first recommendation from you guys. The name of the channel that recommended this is Nui Maleko 7. Please let me know if I'm mispronouncing that. And if you have any recommendations for me, please make sure to leave them in the comments down below. I would love to know what you're listening to, and I'm always growing my own personal music library, so thank you in advance. Alright, let's not waste too much time, let's get into it. Ooh, the X Factor.
It was almost like you and the song were having a punch-up.
Saturday for me was a bit of a struggle.
I think you seemed a little bit defeated almost.
You can't afford to have a bad week, and I had a bad week. So relieved and just feel pretty lucky after what happened last night. I didn't think that I deserved to get through.
Just got to do better next week.
I want to win it, you know, I desperately do want to win.
Oh my
and I've
gosh,
dedicated
so
a lot of
stressful.
my life to it, to deserve it, I think. I did hundreds of jobs to earn money to do the music. And, you know, anything from, you know, I've done roofing, postman, milkman. I was doing all those jobs to get money to rehearse with the bands that I was in, and people were still saying to me,
I feel that
"Just give up,
struggle."
mate, don't worry about it." And I was like, but I want music to be my career.
Jen and I never, ever doubted it. Some people did, but we never doubted it.
This week I've chosen a song
His parents
that
are so
Matt's
cute.
so passionate about.
I'm not stressing about this one, but I was still putting pressure on myself to do it really well.
This is a song when now the audience are going to go, you're back in the game.
But when you let out that big chest voice, it's just like, whoa.
Tonight, I just want to go out there and do myself justice, because I know I can.
So dramatic. Fingers crossed.
First time ever I saw your face.
Loving the placement.
I thought the sun rose in your eyes.
Ooh, head voice. Nice, nice, nice.
And the moon and the stars
Oh,
were the gifts you gave
good pitch.
to the dawn and the empty skies. First time
Ooh.
ever I lay with you.
Good.
I feel your heart so close to mine.
Ooh. Well, that caught me. Wait.
Ever I saw
Ooh.
your face, your face, your face.
Can we talk about the string section? Oh my god. Wow. Oh. That was stunning.
Matt, another outstanding performance.
Yeah.
Standard is so high standard is so high tonight, but I think you have absolutely stolen the show because every week you come out, you sing, and with you, it's all about the voice, an incredible recording voice. Matt, I think you are the person that everybody has to beat in this competition. I think you're unstoppable.
Oh, that has to be so validating. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely blew me away. That was amazing. I felt every single word that you said. I mean, it was spine tingling, Matt. I totally get it. I get why you're a favourite. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What's Simon gonna say?
That was completely and utterly stunning.
Okay. You never know with him, right? So.
You know what? I was thinking this tonight. I like this group of contestants because I like the general attitude of you knew you didn't get it right last week. You didn't blame anyone. You picked yourself up. You acted like a man, got back on that stage, nailed the song, and I've got to tell you, for me, this is the Matt and Rebecca show tonight.
You not only had the audience on their feet, but all four judges. It was a perfect performance.
Yo, this audience is. Let every audience be like this, yes.
It's really personal for your family. And I really appreciate that you told me that. And you could feel it in the performance. Thank you so much.
Wow. Whew. Okay, a lot to unpack here, but let's get these out of here. What a stunning performance. I mean, from start to finish, lots of control. The pitch was excellent for the most part. You know, you have to factor in that there are so many emotions happening, so many nerves performing in front of that many people. I mean, I don't know what his experience is like performing in front of large crowds, how he feels about it. There are some performers who prefer large audiences for lots of different reasons. Regardless, he really showed up for himself, and then he could show up for the audience as well. That's something that I feel like some people don't talk about. We have to show up for ourselves in the practice room, in how we think about ourselves, in how we prepare. Because when we do that, we are then able to show up for the audience as well and deliver all of those raw emotions, as well as a great technique, as well as make a connection with your audience. So something to talk about is he was going in and out of what I consider his mixed voice and his head voice. Right from the beginning, he had a very light timbre. He was quiet, but not too quiet. Sometimes if you are too quiet, that means that your voice is under-supported. And what that usually means is that there is not a consistent amount of breath coming out or coming in. Sometimes that means you're hitting the consonants too hard, or you're holding back, or just a lack of proper placement of your voice. But you could really tell he worked so hard to keep it in that really light space so that he could flow between his mix into his head almost seamlessly. Now, something to remember in this style of music is that we're not looking for a clean transition every time between the mix or chest and the head voice. That little break you might hear actually adds to the performance in this style. It helps us show that he's displaying his emotion, that he really cares about the words he's saying, and therefore about the entire song. And he utilized a lot of open vowels, especially when he was in his chest voice and wanting to make a big impact. Especially in this pop rock alternative space, they really love to use their chest voice to demonstrate their power. And typically the impression of your head voice is that it's light, it's airy, it doesn't hold much strength. But the chest voice is the one that has the power and is the anchor for everything else. Now those things aren't necessarily true, but it is the perception. And it could be true depending on what kind of voice you have and what kind of music you traditionally like to sing. In this case, he used his head voice to show his fragility and his sensitive side. Almost like when we're speaking and we're full of emotion, trying to get everything out, and our voice gets very quiet and sensitive until we have something that we really want to say and we have to get it out. So then here comes all of this power and forcing it out. Not to say he's forcing his voice, he really wasn't doing that through the whole performance, but that's typically what we do when we're speaking and the emotions are running high. But something to keep in mind is that he held basically the same placement all the way throughout his performance. His placement was really high in his face in what we traditionally call the mask. It was like right in this front area, not in a nasal place, but you know that feeling when you're trying to speak and you're crying. That is the kind of place that he had it in. And something to note, sometimes when you intentionally sing in that place, you can trigger the feelings that typically happen when you're speaking in that same place. And that really added to the overall emotion of the entire performance. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait for the next recommendation. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. I'll see you next time. Bye.